Keep going for Duke, everybody. Another round of applause for Gabe Kea and Malcolm. Starting the show out. Tell you something about my car has a standard feature. It's like standard on all cars now. There's a sensor in the seat telling me to put my seatbelt on, right? The moment I sit down, it starts beeping. It's annoying. I kind of hate it. There's one in the passenger side too, so even if no one's sitting there and I set something down, it'll start beeping. I went to the gas station. I picked up a 12-pack. I set my 12-pack down and it started beeping like I had to buckle up my beer. Right? I know, it kept beeping until there were just 3 beers left. In the 12-pack. I thought this guy wanted to party! Does anybody else drive a Dodge Enabler? That's not a making model. I got a DUI at a sobriety checkpoint. I did the worst thing you can do at a sobriety check. I passed out at the sobriety check. If you haven't been to one, worst start ever. I'm sitting there on the steering wheel taking a nap. Officer comes up, knocks on my window. I'm like, 2 drinks. You know, I'm ready to play. My story locked and loaded. That's when he asked me, he said, "Sir, do you know why I'm talking to you tonight?" And I was like, "Sobriety check. You need me to get out, walk in a straight line? I can do it." So when he told me, "No, actually, me and my partner had this guy pulled over on the side of the road, and you pulled up behind us." I wonder what you were doing. And that's when I realized I just made my own sobriety check. That's a DIY sobriety check. It's the paperwork, let's go straight to the booking. I have been arrested several times. It's been over 10 years since I've been arrested, which is good news. But something I've realized, once you've been arrested a couple times, there's a process, and there's certain parts of the process that I do not like. The part that I do not like is the fingerprinting, right? It's not what you expect. It's not what you see in the movies where you just go up and you're like tap, 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 tap. And no, what happens is there's a cop that's been waiting there all day, just waiting to grab someone's finger, right? He's like, "I'm the finger cop in this precinct." I swear to God, he gets off on squeezing your finger super hard and rolling it on this thing. You can feel the aggression from his childhood coming out as he's rolling your finger. He's like, "My daddy never hurt me when I was little. I always wanted to be a pro wrestler. Can't maintain eye contact during intercourse." I'm like, all right, TMI on that third one. I like doing that joke. With any joke, like you'll forget about it, you'll go home, and then maybe it'll pop back into your head. Maybe the most inopportune time, right? Say someone's having the can and they're getting arrested, and that cop is he'll squeeze the shit out of your finger when he's arresting you, and you start remembering this joke and cracking up as you're getting arrested. And that police officer's like, "What's so funny down there?" And you're like, "You can't look your lover in the eye." A man in uniform with tears in front of you. My parents were very strict growing up, very overprotected. We weren't allowed to swear in our house. We weren't even allowed to say fart. That was the F word in our house. Yeah, so I was like, "Mom, I'm farted." She'd be like, "Don't say the F word." And I grew up and I found out that's not the F word. I'm like, "Don't tell me the C word's not crap." Yeah, we had to say poof in our house instead of fart. Poof, yeah. "Thanks a lot, Mom. That's not any better." Didn't go over well at school. I'd be in elementary school hanging out with my friends. I'd be like, "Hey, who poofed over here?" "Push him down, take his lunch money." Not cool. Thanks a lot. But I found out, now that I'm telling other people this, other people have told me that they had the same, they weren't allowed to say fart. A lot of people had to say toot, pass gas, something like that. So one guy came up to me, he's like, "I had to say purr. I was like, "That is more awkward than poof. You just won." That's what happens when a king farts. This girl told me she had to say fluff. I was like, "Well, I fluffed the couch before, high five, right?" This guy came up to me, he's like, "I wasn't allowed to say fart." I said, "What'd you have to say?" He said, "Rip ass." Well, that's kind of the opposite of what my mom was going for. But I want to meet his parents. They sound cool, right? They're kind of rock and roll. They're like, "Oh, we don't fart in this house. We rip ass. Now quit being a pussy." And that kid would go to elementary school and he'd beat the shit out of me. Yeah, that's a circle of life of bullying right there. But now he's all grown up and he can't maintain eye contact during intercourse.